Wyatt Earp's decision to quit wearing a star and leave Dodge City provoked controversy which is still discussed to this day. Dodge City knew Marshal Earp as an honest peace officer who had helped change their town from a rowdy cow camp to a law-abiding small city. But the hoodlum element and some of their descendants used profanity in slandering Marshal Earp. Therefore, Dodge City's farewell to Wyatt was highly charged with emotion and suspense.
Stay here. Now rack those guns.
Yes, sir. Aren't you going to arrest us?
No. You got lots of cause for celebrating. You go inside and yell and scream and laugh all you want to, but you rack your guns.
They ought to get a good pistol whipping.
No. They got a right to express their opinion of me if they want to. Just rack your guns. Now go on.
Thank you, Marshal.
What is this, Wyatt? I heard yelling and shooting.
These Texans seem to want to celebrate Wyatt's leaving town.
And Wyatt let him off. Should have busted their skulls.
Don't be soft. Arrest them, Wyatt.
No, sir. I don't want any trouble the last days of my job. Now, it'd be pretty small of me to throw those men into jail because they express an honest opinion of me. And Doc, Morgan, you and Virgil stay out of the saloons. I don't want any fighting on my account. Morgan, you haven't gotten all the equipment together for our trip yet. You better hop to it.
Wyatt, I want to talk to you. This is serious.
Yes.
Why should anyone hate Wyatt? He's only done his job.
Well, no marshal ever won a popularity contest. Besides, Wyatt is a northerner in a town full of southerners, and the Civil War is not long over. You know, being from Georgia, it's a marvel I don't hate him myself.
They don't show any ordinary human gratitude. You could have killed 10 of them instead of just throwing them in jail. Why, do you realize in all the time you've been in Dodge, you only killed one man, and that by accident?
Yeah, well, one was too many.
Well, you're not leaving with a mere thank you. Judge Tobin and I have made up our minds to that.
No, wait a minute. I don't want a big fuss on anything. What's going on?
You'll find out. Come on in the store.
Oh.
And after prayers by Father Mahoney, why, I'll make my speech. Then Judge Tobin will present you with a testimonial plaque. You'll say a few words. We'll have the barbecue.
Wait a minute. Now, look, I thank you for all the kind words, but I don't want any testimonial.
Fush, that's just your modesty.
No, sir. It's just good common horse sense.
Indeed, now.
There are a lot of cowhands out there in those cow camps that don't like me. They might start trouble.
Disturbing the ceremony? I dare 'em. I'll turn out the GAR with guns as a guard of honor.
Well, you're going to have a big brawl, huh? With all those women and children around.
There'll be absolutely no disturbance.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but...
I want you to go and talk to the judge, Wyatt. Don't make any decision until you've listened to the judge.
All right.
He's waiting for you in the office. I had a hunch I'd have trouble with you. Of all the difficult, stubborn, hard-headed... I take it back. You're a fine young man. God love you.
And you're the best, Mayor Kelly. I'll go see the judge. Well, I got a lot of friends in this town, Judge Tobin. I got a lot of enemies, too. A lot of them. I know it sounds ungracious, but I just don't think a testimonial is wise. I'm very grateful to you and Mayor Kelly and the rest of them, but I know that as soon as
No, Wyatt. You don't know. Now, sit down, will you, please?
Yes.
Dodge City owes you a great deal, but you owe Dodge City something, too. Now, Jim has hired Neil Brown to take your place as marshal.
Well, Neil's a very good man.
Yes, but he's no Wyatt Earp. He needs the assurance that the whole town's behind him, that Dodge City will not tolerate hoodlums. Now, how would it look if word got around that we want to give Marshal Earp the send-off he deserves, but we're afraid there'll be a riot?
Well,
I know you think we're selfish, and we are. But you and Jim and I have worked a long time to bring law and order to Dodge.
Yes, sir, we have.
One more thing, Wyatt, and I want you to believe this. He'll be leaving us with some wonderful memories.
Well, sir, I was thinking of one memory I'd like to forget. And that was the day I first rode into your Dodge City. It was curiosity that led me to visit its Boot Hill. And as I looked around, I thought of the men buried there, both good and bad, and wondered how I'd fare as the new marshal of this violent cow town. Well, as it turned out, that moment of curiosity was mighty fortunate for me.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Oh, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella Earp made a big reputation in Wichita. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
It's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip.
Oh.
Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. And say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
I saw a man with a star. It must be Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp's in town. Hey, Wyatt Earp is here.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp?
That's right.
Take care of your friend.
Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that and go see the doc. Hold it! Go pick up your friends.
Bushwhackers.
Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Well, I found out there were. And the day Ned Buntline got himself into trouble and we found ourselves trapped, I was really scared.
Oh, no.
What is it? Get out on your faces, everybody! nobody alive in there.
We'll make sure. Burn it down. I'll cover you.
Now's our chance. I think they're reloading. Mr. Buntline, here's where I use your gun.
Of course, they weren't all unpleasant memories, Judge. I'll never forget my meeting with Shotgun Gibbs a year or so ago in Wyoming. I've been grateful for it ever since. He became the best deputy I ever had. Mr. Gibbs was a solitary man who lived in outlaw country and was determined to be left alone. That's all he wanted, was just to be left alone. When I rode up to his spread that day and was roped into hearing his theories about a peaceable life, well, it didn't take him long to show me that when he said he was a peaceable man, he could darn well prove it.
Can you read?
Yeah, I can read, Mr. Gibbs.
Now, I'm a peaceable man. I love peace. Oh. But if I don't learn you, I'll have all creation a-riding in here. You any good with your fist?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. 'Cause I sure hate to whip a man who can't put up a decent fight.
Wouldn't you like to talk a little bit first?
Nope. You're too darn fancy. Stand still, will you?
All right.
You're too darn good with your fists.
Now, why don't you just agree to a little conversation, huh?
I come out here to get away from talk. You go put on your guns.
Where are yours?
I'm gonna fetch it right now.
Good.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gibbs did indeed fetch it. And as we went for our weapons, I was in for another surprise. I soon discovered the reason for his curious nickname.
Ain't you got a 45?
I like this. We'll shoot at my distance.
I'm taking unfair advantage, Mr. Gibbs. You can't do much damage at that distance with the shotgun.
You stay where you are. I raise my gun. You start a firing.
You've had enough, Mr. Gibbs. Look, you want peace? I'm a peace officer.
You hear me? I'm a United States Deputy Marshal.
Let me see that pistol you shot me with. 12-inch barrel.
It's a Buntline special. Hey, your shot almost blew my head off. What were you using?
It's a rifle slug, hand-loaded into a brass case. It's my own invention. But it takes a British Greener shotgun to handle it. You could have killed me, but you didn't do it. That makes me beholden to you.
Well, you'll have a chance to get even, Mr. Gibbs. Here.
And, Judge, I thought I was going to need Shotgun Gibbs the day the Bar Q boys turned out in Dodge, hoping to see me get beat up by Big Rance and his friends. Rance challenged me to a fight. His reputation with his fists had me worried, but, well, it was a challenge that could not be ignored without its effect. I didn't have much choice.
Your name, Rance?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted? Yeah.
Give us first, man.
Wyatt! Stop it! Stop it! What happened? Why is Wyatt fighting?
He had no choice.
You stop it! He's lost his mind! He'll put his eyes out! He'll blind him!
Can't stop a fight. Rance won't, Rich.
Wyatt, stop it! Stop it!
Throw some water on it. You can take more of a beating than this.
No, Wyatt, please! You've whipped him!
Stay
Get
back,
up!
Sally. Keep her back. He's had all he can take. All right. Anybody else want some?
Yeah, I do. Driscolls can't whoop you. Us Rakels can.
No, Wyatt, don't fight anymore!
She's right. You're tired. Look, I either run this town or I don't.
Come on, get up!
Well, when he finally did get up, he knew the Bar Q wasn't running Dodge City.
But remember, Wyatt, we all have more respect for the man wearing that star.
Maybe, but we shouldn't give him any excuse for a wild send-off.
Do you really mean that you'd leave Dodge without a fitting tribute to the work you've done? And let it be said that we're all scared of a few hoodlums?
I just haven't looked at it that way. Well, I guess I'll go through with it.
Ah, thank you, Wyatt.
Do me a big favor, will you?
Yes?
You try and persuade Mayor Kelly to limit his speech to a very, very, very short one.
Well, that'll be difficult. But I'll do my best.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Right, Wyatt.
Joe, it's good to see you.
Well,
Yeah, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
too.
Fine.
Been a long time. How are you? Almost time to commence and no sign of Wyatt.
He'll be here. He said he would.
We can delay a few minutes, Jim. And if he isn't here, you can use your long speech. Have you got it with you?
Have I? Right here. 20 minutes. And since our official guest of honor, Marshal Earp, has been detained on official business, I will ask Judge Tobin to show you the testimonial plaque we had made in Kansas City. I'm sure you will agree that the judge and I have spent your free will contributions wisely. Judge Tobin.
We decided on a silver star and an inscription plate mounted on a genuine mahogany shield. From the citizens of Dodge City to Marshal Wyatt Earp. At the risk of his life and facing many enemies, he gave us law and order.
And now, my friends, before I introduce the distinguished gentleman on the platform, I have an announcement to make. Here he comes now. Here he comes now. Look, there's the marshal. You're late, Wyatt.
Come
on up here, Wyatt.
Come on up here. You're to sit there by the testimonial plaque.
Thank you.
The barbecue is about to begin, so I will not detain you long with my oration. But of Wyatt Earp, the man we honor today, it can truly be said, we love him for the enemies he has made. To paraphrase from Lord Macaulay, these enemies hate Wyatt Earp, and he will deserve our love so long as he is hated by such as they. Liars, thieves, poltroons, scoundrels, such they are, and such as they are, may all who hate him be.
Come on. I hope that you will believe that your hard and dangerous duty has been well worthwhile.
Thank you, sir. Better see what that shooting's about.
And now may I present this plaque.
Go on, Morg. Hop up in the wagon.
We'd rather have a new one made and send it to you in Arizona.
A new one without the bullet hole.
I'd rather have this one. Kind of like those bullet holes. It's a special endorsement from the Bar W. Judge, thank you for everything.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Mayor Kelly,
Goodbye, Wyatt.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I go with you, please.
Later, my friend. You let me go out to Arizona and find out what it's all about first, huh? Morg? Roll 'em, Virgil.
Wait for me, Wyatt. Hold on a minute. You got another passenger. Any objections?
But, Doc, what would Arizona be like without you? Hop aboard.
Good luck, Wyatt.
Roll 'em, Virgil.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The West was the gathering ground for men of every type, for derelicts as well as heroes. One of the strangest, perhaps, was the man they call a remittance man, a man who was paid to stay away from home.
Johnny, you're here early. Something wrong?
Not a thing. It's a lovely morning.
Can I get you some breakfast?
To spoil this?
It was nice last night, Johnny, down by the river. The moonlight on the water. I guess I never knew it could be so pretty and peaceful in Dodge. Thanks for asking me.
You're welcome, miss.
Yes. You called me Doris last night.
Did I? Sorry. Sometimes forget myself.
Yes, I understand.
Rate he's going this morning. This month's check from England ain't going to last till the end of the month. What's got into him?
I don't know.
Anything happen last night?
Nothing.
I warned you, he's not for you. Even if he is the black sheep, them English aristocrats stick together.
Nothing happened. We only went for a walk.
What's he got to do with George Cantel?
The gambler? Why, nothing. Johnny doesn't even know him.
Well, then why did they have their heads together back there a while ago? It's since then he's been drinking like that and looking like thunder. Uh-oh, here he comes.
Mr. Dart? You have a gun under the bar, haven't you?
Sure, for emergencies.
May I borrow it, please?
You never even had a gun in your hand.
It has nothing to do with it.
I don't lend it.
Mr. Dart, I have some credit left, haven't I?
About $40.
That should be enough to buy the gun, if you please. Not enough?
Plenty. But a gun is used to shoot people. And if it's Cantel you were thinking about, you better think again. He's a gambler. He's good with a gun. You ain't.
May I have it, please?
You'd be committing suicide.
Well, then, give me what I have left and I'll go and buy it someplace else.
Johnny, please, you mustn't.
If you'll excuse me.
What could I do?
You'll be killed.
Run and get Marshal Earp.
Cantle?
You wanting a game?
I want to talk to you.
Not here. Gentlemen?
I brought you something.
I said not here.
It's not what you think. This.
Now, don't be a fool, Milton. You're no gunfighter.
I know. But I'm going to kill you just the same.
But you've got your gun in your hand. You call that a fair draw? Now, look. You give me a fair chance, I'll be glad to draw with you. Well, you can even kill me if you're able.
I don't want the gun. I'll kill you with my bare hands.
Hold it.
Stay out of this, Wyatt.
Give me that gun, Johnny.
No, I'm going to kill the... Oh.
What business was this of yours, Herb?
It's my job to take care of the peace. You remember that, Mr. Cantel.
He threatened my life. If you don't think I'm going to defend myself,
Why'd he threaten to kill you?
Well, I don't know. He's crazy drunk, I guess.
He knew what he was doing.
All right. He owes me money. I asked for it. Now, you'd better keep him out of my way.
Mr. Cantel, you come gunning for him, and you're going to find me.
You didn't have to hit him.
A bullet would have hurt a lot worse. He'll be all right. Come on, give me a hand, Fred.
Johnny.
Is this yours?
Yes, it is.
How does he owe Cantel money?
Johnny doesn't gamble.
Well, not that I ever heard of. He never had any money except that monthly check from England.
He always turned that over to you.
For this room and eats. And liquor as long as the credit lasted. Lately, it's been given out quick.
Yeah, I know. What'd he do then? Borrow it from Canto?
No, I've been putting it on the cuff. And Doris, she's been paying for it.
Oh. Does he know that?
She won't let me tell him.
I need a drink.
Oh, now, Johnny.
Oh, don't treat me like a child. Let me have a drink. You here? Why'd you interfere?
Why'd you do it? Cantel says you owe him money.
Let's leave it at that.
All right. I can't make you talk. But if you do need money, you don't have to use a gun. You got friends here in Dodge. Dart, Doris, I'd like to be a friend.
You a $500 friend, Marshal?
Is that how much you owe him?
I said leave it.
All right. But trying to kill him isn't going to solve anything. 10 chances to 1, it wouldn't be Cantel who'd wind up dead anyway.
Those odds don't frighten me.
No, I guess not. Not to a man who's trying to kill himself with a bottle.
I don't need your advice.
Well, you need somebody's. You're going to wind up dead. Now, I don't know why your folks in England send you money to stay here, but I do know it isn't doing you any good.
Leave him alone, Mr. Erb.
I'll tell you something else, Johnny. You could be a good man if you tried. Send those checks back, get a job, stand on your own 2 feet.
You know, you missed your calling, Marshal. You sound just like a preacher.
Do I? Well, you stay away from Cantel or I'm going to toss you in jail. Now, a preacher wouldn't do that.
No, Johnny.
You won't be needing this. Johnny, you ought to listen to Wyatt.
Oh, please, Mr. Dart, just go away and let me take care of him.
Doris, child.
Mr. Dart, I'm over 21. No, Johnny.
Wyatt, there's trouble with the Alhambra.
Jonathan Milton?
I don't know.
Johnny?
No.
It's this woman, Marshal, this dirty little...
No need for names, mister. Mr.
Nathaniel Cooker of Hutchinson.
All right, what happened, Mr. Cooker?
Robbed me. Took my pig money.
Pig money?
Money I got for the pigs I brought into town today. Most of it, anyways.
Most of it? How much of it?
500.
Even?
500 even, and $20 gold pieces. Left me maybe $30, $40.
How do you know she stole it?
She heard me talking about it at dinner.
Bragging about it.
She got real friendly. I got a little drunk. You know, kind of moony. I woke up down by the river. She didn't think I'd remember her.
This true, Miss Doris?
Yes, I guess it is.
I'd have swore she wasn't this kind. You know I don't run this kind of business, Wyatt.
I know that, Henry. Miss Doris, you'll have to give him back the money. It'll go easy on you.
I can't. I haven't got it.
Haven't got it? How could she spend it so quick?
You're out of luck, Mr. Cooker.
I gotta have that money. I can't go home without it. How'd I explain things to my wife?
Now, look, I'll do whatever I can. I'll take her into custody. You come on down to my office tomorrow morning and swear out a complaint.
I certainly will. The dirty little crook.
I said no names. Come on, Miss Doris.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dart.
So am I. I'll tell Johnny.
Oh, no, please don't. He's in his room asleep. Marshal, he had nothing to do with this. He didn't even know about it.
We have no accommodations for you at the jail. I'll get your room at the Dodge House.
Next time, mister, don't brag.
Here's your key. Either my deputy or I'll be outside.
Don't worry, Marshal. I won't try to run away.
You know, it's quite a coincidence. You steal $500, and Cantel wants $500 from Johnny, even. You've never done anything before like this, have you, Miss Doris? Do you think this would stop a man like Cantel from killing Johnny?
Oh, Marshal.
But why didn't you come to me for help before you ruined your life like this, huh?
I didn't know what to do. And Johnny was so strange. Nothing seemed to mean anything to him before this, but he really wanted to kill Cantel.
But why?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me anything. But it wasn't the gambling. I know that.
Well, there's only one other thing it could be. Blackmail. Maybe Cantel threatened to tell Johnny's family in England some dirt.
Johnny didn't care what his family thought about him, and they couldn't cut off the money because it was some kind of inheritance.
Well, then it had to be you.
Me?
Did Cantel ever, did he ever know you from someplace before?
I wouldn't have been allowed to know that kind of a man. But he did recognize me. I knew that the first time he saw me on the street.
He recognized you?
He's from St. Louis. I come from a good family there. I'd run away to get married, I thought, but... Well, anyway, I was so ashamed I couldn't go back. They don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
Well, that's it.
Marshal, I've never done anything I've been ashamed of before this.
I believe you, Miss Doris. But maybe Cantel threatened to tell your family some lie about you and Johnny, and, well, that's what upset Johnny.
But there's never been anything between us. Johnny's been a perfect gentleman, and I'm, well...
That wouldn't make much difference to a man like Cantel. Well, that's probably it. Doesn't do us any good to know it now. We gave Cantel $500 in untraceable gold. There's not much I can do about it.
Yes, I understand.
Will you try and get some sleep?
Marshal? Good night, Marshal.
Good night.
You can't arrest her, Marshal. You've got to let her go.
I can't do that, Johnny.
Well, then I'll take her.
You know how much money she took?
She didn't take it. She couldn't do such a thing.
Took $500, Johnny. $500 even.
Well, she did it for me.
Maybe you'll tell me why she did it. All right, I'll tell you why. Blackmail. Cantel threatened to tell her family in St. Louis some lie about her. Now, why didn't you come to me? We could have trapped him. I've had complaints before about his crooked behavior, and now we have no proof.
You're right about me, Marshal. I'm not much of a man. I've tried to find a solution to my problems in a bottle. May I see her for a moment? Please.
Who is it?
Marshal Earp, Miss Doris.
Johnny, no, go away. You mustn't get mixed up in this.
Doris, there's no way to thank you. But I'll do anything. I'll do anything to help. And I'll wait for you.
Oh, Johnny, you mustn't feel like that. You don't owe me anything.
But I do. Doris, last night was the first time in years that I've felt alive.
Oh, Johnny.
If she goes to jail, I'll kill Campbell with my bare hands.
That isn't going to help.
Well, what will?
Well, there's just one chance. If we can persuade Cooker not to sign a complaint, there won't be any charge against him.
Well, let's talk to him right now.
I said if. He may not listen to us.
He'll listen.
Wait a minute. The money's going to have to be paid back.
It will be. It may take a while, but I'll do it.
Let's go find him.
So I went into the dining room with my pig money, and this gal heard me talking about it. You know, the gals will always take a little shine to me. I guess she had you all fooled, huh? Thought she was just a waitress. But I spotted her.
Shut up!
Have it, Johnny.
Oh, you can't talk that way about her. I'll kill him.
No, you're not. Now, you go on back to the Alhambra and wait for me. Go on.
All right. All right.
All right, break it up. Mr. Cooker? I said break it up.
Well, let's have our drink before we get out of here. I'm going to get out of the street.
I was just talking.
You do a lot of talking. Now, sit down.
What do you want with me, Marshal?
I have a little proposition for you, Mr. Cooker. That girl, she's not bad. She's never been in trouble before.
You expect me to believe that?
It's true. If she goes to jail now, it'll ruin her life.
She should have thought of that before.
The point is, Mr. Cooker, she deserves a second chance.
You're mighty big-hearted, ain't you, on my money?
You'll get your money back. If you agree not to sign the complaint. Now, that's my proposition.
She gonna pay me? Then who is? You?
Mr. Jonathan Milton, the gentleman who was just here.
He's some sort of a limey lord, ain't he? Only he's almost a tramp now. How's he gonna pay it back?
It'll take a while. He'll pay you a little each month.
Oh, no. He don't get no credit from me. I want my money. I told you I can't go home without it. What did I tell my wife?
What are you going to tell her anyway when your charges appear in the newspaper? The truth? And are you so sure the girl's the only one to blame? Wouldn't you still have that money of yours safe if you hadn't had a few ideas of your own?
Well, you know how it is, Marshal. We all make mistakes.
This girl never did. Now, you're going to be the one that's going to ruin her life?
Well, I don't hold her no malice, but I gotta have my money back.
I said you'd get it.
Well, you give me my money right here in my hand, and I won't sign the complaint. Maybe you'll lend it to him. Or maybe you could find it where she put it.
That's a good idea, Mr. Cooker. Let's go.
Where are we going?
To do a little gambling.
Why, do you have to sneak up on a man, Marshal?
Sometimes. You want to deal me a hand?
Sure. Why not?
With that deck.
Yes, of course. Place your bets, gentlemen. Marshal?
I bet $500. Well, don't worry. If I lose, I'm good for it. I'm sure you have $500, Mr. Cantel.
It's all right.
You know, if there's one thing in this town we don't like, it's a crooked gambler.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, guess there's been a lot of conversation, probably just from poor losers. Say you use marked cards. I'll play these. Actually, I don't pay too much attention to poor losers. Anyway, I know quite a bit about marked cards. Take that next card, for instance.
What about it?
Well, you have 16 showing. If that next card should just happen to be a 5, you'd have 21, you'd win all the bets. But I'd have to take you to jail. Because I read that card as a 5.
Why, you're crazy.
Am I? You sure you want to turn over that card?
I'll pay 17.
Pay 19. That satisfy you, Mr. Cooker?
Fine, thanks.
Now, you go on back to Hutchinson. Next time you come to Dodge City, you bring your wife. She'd enjoy the trip. You get out of town, too, Cantel.
Why? I haven't done anything.
The crime's a lot worse than marked cars, but that'll do for an excuse. Now, you get out before breakfast.
Stay where you are. You too, Cantel. I've got a score to settle with you.
What about me, Johnny?
You too, Wyatt, if you don't stand in my way.
Then it'll have to be me. Now, nobody touch a gun. Put it down.
I'm warning you, Wyatt. Stay back! Oh, Wyatt. What's going to happen to her now?
Nothing's going to happen to either one of you. Give me a hand.
There. Doctor says you'll be back to normal in a couple of days.
No, I'm afraid it's more serious than that. It killed a man. Jonathan Milton, Esquire. From now on, it's just plain Johnny Milton. And Wyatt, I'm going to send back those checks. If Mr. Dart has a job for me at the Alhambra.
Sure, Johnny.
And maybe soon, when I get a few dollars together.
Well, that shouldn't take too long with both of you working. No, in this case, I don't really mind killing a man.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
cruel but necessary law of the Old West decreed death for horse thieves. To steal a man's horse on the early frontier left him defenseless against buffalo stampedes, Indians on the warpath, or simple starvation. But in Dodge City of the late 1870s, the horse thief law had become out of date and just plain murderous.
That limb ain't high enough. Throw a rope over that one, Megan.
I did not steal your horses. I buy and trade. I do not steal.
All right, Reva, you've had your say. Come on, hurry it up, Megan. We don't...
Hold it. Take it easy, Bendel.
All right, pretty boy, cut him loose.
Cover me, Doc. Move over there.
What's your name, mister?
Joe Riva. I have a horse camp at the Forks. You can't turn him loose, Herb. Horse stealing calls for hanging. We're just trying to save Kansas the cost of a trial.
Well, now, that's real good of you, Pete. Kansas should make you an honorary colonel. Wyatt, I know, Mr. Riva. As a horse trader, he's a saint.
Doc Holliday, my friend. We got the evidence and the witnesses. You still aim to turn him loose?
No, but he's going to get a fair trial.
That suits us. But no funny business, Herb. RW's moving right into Dodge. We'll be watching.
Yeah, you do that.
Hold it, Doc. The law's on their side.
It's time for the law to be changed. Mr. Riva, you go along with Marshal Earp. I'll tell your daughter what happened.
Doc, you know she's hot-tempered. Tell her to trust Mr. Earp, please.
I'll take care of it. How much for his bond?
Mr. Riva would be safer in jail with the Bar W in town. I'm going to talk to Judge Tobin, tell him what I think. Fair trial, no hanging, I promise.
Deacon, he won't even need a trial.
Lucky for me, Doc's a friend.
Lucky. You know, Mr. Riva, it's been my experience that Doc can get his friends into so much trouble that sometimes they wish they'd never been born. I just hope for your sake that this isn't one of Doc's bad days. Come on, get up here.
I tell you, he must be somewhere. 3 hours now and Papa does not return. The Bar W's have taken him.
We will find Reva.
We'll find him.
Well, then why do we wait here? You are men, you have guns. I will ride with you to help Papa.
Helen, your papa does not want fighting.
Still, if he's in trouble, we'll ride, Helen.
With guns?
Yes, with guns.
Well, then let's go.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody. Senorita Riva, you remember me?
It is truly the Dr. Holliday. How fortunate you are here. We think the Bar W's have taken Papa.
Well, they did, Senorita.
They did?
Yeah, but Marshal Earp arrested him to forestall a hanging party.
But why would they do that to Papa?
Bindle and his crowd have accused him of horse thieving.
Oh, that's a lie. Papa would never.
No, Papa
Save
would
it,
steal
Senorita. This is a town meeting, and nothing much gets accomplished at town meetings. Besides, I'm a mite thirsty, and I'd like to rest a bit in the shade.
Of course. Bring a drink for the Dr. Holliday. But why must we steal 20 horses?
So you can sell them to me.
It's against the law. It's the very thing they accuse Papa of. You want us all in jail?
No, Senorita, but I want your papa out of jail.
This plan will work.
This plan is our only chance. Now, you have your men steal the horses and take them to the auction stable in Dodge. I'll handle the rest.
Well, very well. My Papa trusts you. I will trust you. I will give the men their orders, and then we ride into town. I must see Papa.
One other thing, I wouldn't mention these horses to Marshal Earp or Papa. You see, I'm a scoundrel, and this plan of mine is downright skullduggery. Now, we don't want to shock Marshal Earp or Papa, do we?
True. I think I am quite a bad girl.
No. No, I would not trust this idea to a bad woman. It requires your own sweet innocence to play the rascal.
They're the John Henrys, right on the line, Judge. Formal complaint of horse stealing.
I know, Mr. Bindle.
My boss wants a quick trial.
Tomorrow.
That's fair enough. I still say you could have saved everybody a lot of trouble, Earp.
Mister, you better have an airtight case. I'm going to arrest you for attempted murder.
Don't you worry none. We'll have the case.
Stupid murderous law.
I know.
Well, can't we get it repealed?
I told you there's a bill in the legislature, but it won't pass in time.
And you intend to sentence Reba to hang if the Bar W puts their case over on the jury?
No, Wyatt. Not unless the jury makes the death sentence mandatory.
And what then?
Well, let's not cross that bridge till we come to it. Marshal, you and I don't make the law. We enforce it. Well, the best thing you can do for Reva is see that he gets some kind of defense.
Yes, sir.
And I strongly advise you not to have Doc Holliday near the trial. He's not very popular with local juries.
Mr. Gibbs? You got anything more on Reba?
No, just what he told you. Buys and sells horses all along the Texas Trail. Some of them's branded, some of them ain't. How's he gonna tell whether a horse with no brand on him's been stolen or not?
Mr. Bendel claims that his men recognized 3 unbranded horses by their shoes and markings. Now, the point is, can Mr. Reva prove that he was an innocent buyer?
Why, he's just a plain old easygoing horse trader. About all we can do for him's to try to round up some character witnesses.
All right, you tour the town. There must be a lot of cattlemen that bought from Reva.
I sure hope I can locate a few.
Marshal Earp.
No, ma'am. That there's a marshal.
I am Helen Reva. You have my papa in jail?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Won't you sit down?
Well, I came to see papa.
Well, you can see him, but I'd like to ask you some questions first.
Of course. Yes.
Mr. Bendel of the Bar W describes 3 horses here that he claims rightfully belong to them. Now, do you remember the horses or where your father bought them? I mean, if you have a bill of sale or a memoranda?
Oh, please, I must show this to Dr. Holliday.
Oh? Why?
Well, you see, he is going to get Papa off. I promise I leave everything to him. You are his friend. Are you then also our friend?
Well, I don't think your father's guilty.
Ah, my friend and Papa's. And so young and handsome, too.
Well, I think we better go see your papa.
Where are your horses?
They will be here by sundown. 20 head of the best.
Doc, I didn't know you went in for horse trading.
I'm handling this to accommodate a friend. He set a bargain price on each horse. Now, mind you, Creevy, there'll be no auction. You're going to sell these animals at the set price, take or leave. Now, here's your commission.
No offense, Doc, but are these stolen horses?
Why don't you just count the commission?
100, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, Doc. Marshal Earps.
Never mind, Creevy. There's another 100.
Well, of course, I'm just selling on commission.
On consignment. Now, you remember that word, consignment. That lets you out clean.
Consignment. That's right. Then why such a big commission?
Because I want you to feel and look a mite guilty. The sale will go faster that way.
I get it. You want them to think that the horses were stolen.
I want you to think that too, Creevy. There should be an air of larceny about the entire sale. Horses at a bargain. The buyers knowing they should ask questions, but jumping at giveaway prices.
Doc, we should do more business together.
All right, now get to the point.
I am trying to save Joe Reva from being hanged.
Well, so am I.
Yeah, I know. You talked that girl into something.
Helen? She been talking?
No, that's why I've come to you.
Well, I can't say anything until tomorrow morning.
You got some evidence that can help Reva?
That's right.
Oh, look, Doc, will you listen to me just once?
I have listened to you at least 100 times.
All right, then listen to me one more time. Now, don't go into court tomorrow and blow off steam. Mr. Gibbs is trying to hunt up character witnesses, and Miss Helen's out trying to find some report on the Bar W case. We can handle things.
Not without me, you can't.
Look, will you just listen to me?
No, you listen. Tomorrow morning, I'll send for you to arrest 20 men for buying stolen horses. Now, you going to act on my say-so, or is your deacon smugness going to hold you back?
I'll act on your say-so. But tell me this much, will you?
Not one word. Now, you're going to get them dead to rights. The whys and wherefores are not important.
No brands. Fine-looking horses. Where'd Doc get them?
Yo no hablo inglés, señor.
$42.50. Doc must be loco.
Marshal Earp, hello.
Miss Helen. Did you find anything?
But yes, you will see.
Come in.
Is anything wrong?
Did Dr. Holliday do this?
Do what?
Miss Helen, all this evidence has been forged. Now, you didn't even wait for the ink to dry. I can't believe that Doc would be this careless. Did you do this?
Yes.
On the advice of Dr. Holliday?
Oh, no, he had nothing to do with it. Believe me.
All right. Burn it.
You do not put me in jail?
No. But I want to ask you a question. Dr. Holliday mentioned something about the sale of stolen horses tomorrow morning. Do you know anything about that sale? Young lady, perhaps you don't know Doc very well.
He is our friend. I don't say one word against him.
Or tell me about the sale.
I know nothing about his sale. The doctor is saving Papa. That's all I know.
More than likely, he'll lead your father to the gallows.
Oh, no, he promised. I believe Dr. Holliday.
Well, that's that.
I also trust you. Maybe I am romantic about you,
Well, that's right flattering, Miss Helen. But you're just worried about your father. Now, come on, you walk with me over to the hotel. Perhaps if Doc hasn't gummed things up too bad, we can...
Thank you. It is not allowed that I walk with you. I would be compromised, you see. Papa's men are outside. I would be all right. Buenas noches.
Good night, Miss Helen.
What's the gal crying about?
Just worried.
Real pretty gal she is. If I was 2 or 3 years younger, I might...
Mr. Gibbs, did you get any character witnesses?
Oh, yeah. Joe Reva's real well liked by everybody, except in the Bar W's.
Mayor Kelly, Colonel Grayson, J.P. McGruger. Well, they're all good names. The doctor's rigged some kind of a deal with stolen horses. We better look into it.
No, sir.
What do you mean?
Now, Wyatt, what you don't know ain't gonna hurt you none. You just might queer Doc's play.
Yeah? And his deal may go sour and hang Reva.
In a case like this, I'm afraid I'll have to bet on Doc.
Why?
Well, ain't nothing legal gonna save Joe Reva. It's gonna take a dirty, low-down, mean trick to do it. Now, just leave old Doc alone. It's our only chance.
right, gentlemen. Examine them carefully. Look them over. They're all good bargains. They're real bargains. And remember, it's only one to a customer. The first man that has the cash is the first man to take the horse. Well, you decided to buy one, sir. Thank you very much. Take him right out the alley door if you will. That's it. And look them over, gentlemen. Look them over carefully. They're all good buys, each and every one of them. Each and every one is a real bargain.
Where'd you get them, Gravy?
On consignment. Don't ask me any questions.
All right. That's the way you want it? $40, huh? I'll take a chance.
You're not taking any chances, Mr. Bendel. You've got a real bargain. How about you, sir? Have you looked your horse over carefully? That's it, a good buy. I'm glad you decided to take him. And you, sir, have you checked this horse over? Going to take him, that's a good buy. I know you'll enjoy that bargain very much. 30 seconds. You, sir, you can't go wrong on a horse like that. Take them all out the alley door. That is it.
You got the other end of the alley plugged?
Yeah, the front door, too.
Must be quite a shock to you, Deacon, seeing so many horse buyers at 5 o'clock in the morning. But, Pete Bendel.
Move in, shotgun.
Hold them horses, boys!
What is it? Frame up.
Hold it. Where'd you get this horse, Mr. Bendel?
I never seen him before.
No? And how'd he get the bar W chalked on? You're under arrest, Mr. Bendel. All right. Bring him through there, Dale. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Bring him on. Come on. Take your seats. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Come on. Take your seat. All right, order in the court.
So I understand that Mr. Joe Riva and 20 other men are charged with stealing horses, or with their purchase, knowing them to have been stolen. Is that correct, Marshal Earp?
That's right, Your Honor. Here's Mr. Creevy's sales report listing the men who bought the horses.
Mr. Bendel, foreman of the Bar W.
On your feet, Mr. Bendel.
Mr. Bendel, you signed the complaint charging Mr. Joe Riva with stealing some Bar W horses. Do you come into this court with clean hands?
This is a frame-up, Judge. Wyatt Earp planted those horses on Creevy.
That will do, sir. This court sentences Mr. Joe Riva and the other defendants to 6 months in jail.
What a trick is this?
However, due to the fact that the penalty for horse thievery will soon be changed by the state legislature, I shall parole all the defendants from bench. Case dismissed. Clear the court, Marshal Earp.
You're still gonna hang, Riva.
Court adjourned. Now go on, get out of here. Move.
Marshal Earp, I want to thank you.
You should thank Dr. Holliday.
Yes, Papa. Our true friend.
I suggest that you and Miss Helen head back for camp.
And Dell will try to lynch me, you think?
I think he will.
But don't worry, Papa. Dr. Holliday will fight with us.
Don't be foolish, Helen. We fight no one, Marshal Earp. They will take it out on my people.
You go on, head back to camp. I'll consult with Dr. Holliday.
Well, wife. I suppose you want to apologize.
Mr. Bendel and some of his boys snuck out of town.
You're going to try to lynch Riva, Doc.
Maybe he has another brilliant idea.
You mean you're not inviting me to join the fight?
It's not your fight.
That is the scurviest thing you ever said.
Come on, Mr. Gibbs. I know a shortcut to Mr. Riva's place.
Mr. Riva, get your folks in that ravine over there. Bar W is headed this way.
We fight.
No, you don't. This is our business, Mr. Riva. You keep your folks out of it.
Yes, that is right. We take cover in the ravine. Victor, take their horses.
We'd like to turn your wagons off if you don't mind.
Anything. Help Mr. Erb. Turn the wagons over. Hurry up.
I get a gun and help you fight.
No, you don't.
No, you go with the rest of the women to the ravine. Hurry up.
No.
Come on, hurry up. Turn them over. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, over.
It's the Dr. Holiday. Now I go.
Está bien, muchachos. Vámonos. Lleguen al señor Erb aquí. Vamos. Tome cubierta.
I don't intend to beg you.
Mr. Gibbs and I can handle the situation, Doctor. Anyway, we don't intend to kill anyone, just wing them.
But all right, I'll wing him, too.
We just might need him, White.
All right? As long as you promise just to wing them. Put your horse over there.
Thank you, Pete.
I don't like the looks of it. Horse traders don't fight.
Is sand running out on you?
Maybe they got Wyatt and Doc with them.
We left them in town. Leave your horses here and follow me.
Give them a load from that cannon, Mr. Gibbs. Maybe that'll discourage them.
Now, Wyatt, quit spoiling the fight. Let him come close.
Don't hardly seem fair to keep them out of pistol range. Fire when they do. Fire! Fire!
Wyatt Erb, Doc Holiday, shotgun Gibbs. Hey, I'm going to get out of here.
So am I. For you yellow bellies. So I'll bless.
Mr. Erb. You like my Helen, no?
She's a very fine girl, Mr. Reba.
She cannot expect too big of a dowry, but pretty big.
Well, thanks a lot for the nice compliment, Mr. Reba, but well, I'll see what Miss Helen has to say about it. No more danger? No more excitement? You see me now just as a John Law, don't you?
Papa is a foolish man. I have dear memories of you. And of the doctor and Mr. Gibbs. It is enough to have good memories of good friends.
You're very sweet. Vaya con Dios.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Well, Mr. Erb doesn't think that new gun is very smooth in the action. So here, this was Dad's.
That the one he was wearing when he was killed?
But tell those road agents shot him in the back. Mom and I certainly don't blame the gun. Now take it.
Listen, hon, when I ran for sheriff, I didn't claim to be a gunfighter.
They told me all I'd have to do was sign some tax sales papers and serve eviction notices. Do you really want me to make a fight with the Grogans?
I just want you to be a man, not just some old courthouse politician. Dell, are you scared?
Sure, I'm scared, and I don't understand why you're trying to push me into a gunfight. I could get killed, you know.
All right. Let Mr. Erb do the job for you.
No, I'm scared. But I don't think I'm a coward.
Well, I don't think so either. Well, my dad was a fighting sheriff, and I just don't think that he'd want me to marry a man who backed away from his sworn duty.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Bat Masterson and Charlie Bassett were known as fighting sheriffs of Ford County, Kansas. They had moved on to other jobs, and Marshal Earp, returning from a long chase westward after federal outlaws, found that Dell Matthey had been elected sheriff. Dell had no qualifications for the job other than a respected family name and personal popularity.
Hey, got them both, did you?
Yeah.
Mayor Kelly wants to see you. Says it's important. I'll take care of these fellers.
Thank you. Give them something to eat, too, will you? They're hungry.
You tell the sheriff he must have these Colts worked over. They're brand new and the actions are stiff.
I'll tell him, Mr. Kelly. Well, howdy, Nate. Hey, you deputy sheriff now?
Well, that's right, Marshal. They'll talk me into it.
Hiya, Wyatt. Haven't you heard the news? Del Matthey won the election for sheriff.
How'd that happen?
Politics. Dell's folks figured it would give him something to do. He never was much interested in ranching.
I thought you were going to run Bill Tillman.
Well, he got a better job up north. Shotgun Gibbs wouldn't run. Now, don't blame me. Ranchers boss the county, and they like Dell and his folks.
Yeah. Dell's a real nice fella. He's engaged to, Elsa Jordan, isn't he? Does he know what he's getting into?
No, he nor his folks neither. Dell thinks all he's got to do is ride around serving subpoenas. And that Nate Hawkins and his happy-go-lucky deputies ain't a good fight in any of them.
This could be serious.
Well, I told the Mattheys, but they think all the gunplay is in Dodge and you take care of it.
Greenhorn Sheriff. When I need guns, I need them. I guess I better go have a talk with Dell, see if I can locate Heck Thomas or Neil Brown.
It's lucky you'll be to find Sheriff Matthey. He'll either be sparking the Jordan girl or dressing for a dance.
Yeah, well, maybe he's smarter than all of us.
Sorry, Mr. Earp. I found the records in such a mess and paperwork stacked up to here. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, Sheriff, I was hoping that you'd hire at least 2 deputies that knew their way around in a gunfight.
Gunfight? With Marshal Earp just down the street?
Well, Sheriff, I'm not always going to be just down the street.
Well, then I'll call on Shotgun Gibbs.
Well, not for disorders in the county.
You mean you can't go beyond the city limits?
No, sir, not unless we're in hot pursuit of a criminal that pulled a job in Dodge or a federal case.
I didn't know that. I'm pretty stupid, huh?
It's a natural mistake. Look, most of the troublemakers are in Dodge anyway.
It's been so quiet out in the county that my folks and I... Well, you're right, Marshal. I guess I need a couple of experienced deputies.
Dell? Oh, Sheriff. Howdy, Marshal. The court just issued an eviction order against the Grogan brothers. They're squatting on the bottom land near the forks.
All right, Nate. I guess we'll have to run them off.
Oh, Dell, I plumb forgot to buy any cartridges. I'll just run over to Jim Kelly.
Now, there's plenty of time. We'll drop by there later. Nate gets mighty excited.
Howdy.
Hiya, hon. Oh, excuse me. Elsa, Marshal Earp.
Hello, Miss Elsa.
Mr. Erb and I've met several times. Well, Dell, why the gun belts?
Oh, got a little job to do.
We're going to evict the Grogans.
Does Nate mean the Grogan brothers?
Yeah, it won't take long. See you at the hotel.
Yep.
Thanks, Marshal, for the good advice.
Not at all.
Marshal, do you think that the Grogans are likely to resist?
That's hard to say.
Well, I mean, should Dell and Nate be using brand new guns? Dad was a peace officer in Texas, and I recall his saying that a good gunsmith should work over every brand new Colt.
That's right, ma'am, he should. Did you, approve of Dell running for sheriff?
Mm-hmm. I urged him to.
Why?
Well, the Matthews have a big spread, and Dell's father and his older brothers always treat him like some weakling.
Is he any good with a .45?
Target shooting, he's great. Very fast, very accurate.
But he's never been in a gunfight.
No, he doesn't like gunfighting.
Well, neither do I. Don't you worry.
I'd ask you to help him with the Grogans, but I guess he'd resent that, huh?
Yes, ma'am, he sure would. I want Mr. Matthew to make a good sheriff. He can help me.
I'd like Mr. Matthew for a husband.
And I wish you both luck. Now, I doubt if the Grogans will shoot at a badge. But Miss Elsa, if he doesn't like his job, he can always quit. But a man shouldn't try and fool himself. We try to keep peace in Ford County by wearing a smile if we can.
Or a gun, if we can't.
That's right.
You reckon they're at home?
I don't know. You stay here. I'll go explain this to him friendly-like.
Hey, it's that greenhorn sheriff.
Who's the other one?
It's not Herb. It's just some kid deputy. Dustin.
Hey, quit that! I'm the sheriff! Go on back to Dodge before you get hurt. You darn fools! Shooting at the law?
Come on. Right now.
Idiots. Don't they know it's a criminal offense to fire at us?
We'll get a posse and smoke them out.
Oh, Dell.
Elsa.
Did you evict the Grogans?
No. They shot at Nate and me. With rifles, hon. They had us outranged. Gunplay over a piddling eviction notice. Oh, I'll do my duty, all right. Nate's out now rounding up some boys to help us. But I don't see why we have to shoot the Grogans. There's lots of unclaimed land farther west. What are you looking at me like a... like a school teacher?
Dell, you should have known that those men would use their guns.
I thought they had better sense. What they did was stupid.
Men who get into trouble with the law usually are stupid.
You sure take after your daddy, man-and-a-half Jordan, the big Texas bullet. Oh, come on, Elsa. Ease off. Give us a smile, will you?
No. You shouldn't have let the Grogans run it over you.
Elsa, you can't go against Winchesters with a handgun. I told... Did you get them?
Nope. They all said the Grogans are bad medicine, and some of them didn't like the idea of evicting folks.
You and Nate wore stars. They shot at you.
Never mind. I'll get my brothers and some of the
Oh,
cowhands.
sure. Run home.
Now, honey.
Now, you listen to me, Dell. I want you to handle this all on your own. I don't like men who go running home every time the going gets just a little tough. Now, Mom's finished her shopping, and I have to get to the ranch before sundown.
Look, Elsa,
Dell, bring the Grogans in, or else quit pretending to be a sheriff.
Just like a girl. You know...
She's right, Dell. You didn't know anything about what the sheriff's job called for, and I let you talk me into being a deputy. I still got a good job with your folks riding a herd. Pays just about as much money, and you don't get shot at. I'll leave the holster and gun at the office.
It's all over town, Wyatt. Matthew went to evict the Grogans, and he came back without executing the court order.
He's a greenhorn, Judge.
Well, he shouldn't have run for sheriff if he didn't intend to do his duty. Now, I'll give him one more chance, then I'll have to charge him with malfeasance.
Well, if you like that boy, and you also like Miss Elsa.
I can't help that. Either we have a sheriff or we haven't. How long will my authority as circuit judge last if the Grogans defy the court?
Not long. All right, I'll talk to Matthew.
All right. No sentiment, mind you.
Oh, sir, I understand.
Sheriff!
Just had quite a session with Judge Tobin. He's kind of peeved at you.
Too bad. Tell him I've quit.
What did Miss Elsa think?
Elsa wants me to be a fast gunslinger like her dad. How did he finish? Killed from ambush by a bunch of saddle tramps. Not me. I don't see any sense in it.
I thought you were in love with Miss Elsa.
I am.
Her father died doing his duty. There's sense in that.
Well?
Look, you sign me on as special deputy sheriff. We'll go after the Grogans together. Not just because they were squatters. Tim and Loy, they've been stealing cattle, too.
I didn't know that.
Well, Sheriff, in Ford County, you seldom hear about cattle thieves until a bunch of ranchers have hanged them. You look at it this way. We're doing the Grogans a favor.
Yes, sir, it is a favor. Shouldn't we get a posse?
No, they're not worth it. You go get your gun.
Yes, sir.
Get your star, too.
Hey, Tim, when's Grifter coming in with the next bunch of steers?
Tonight, maybe.
Come on, help me with this. Ah, that's good.
No, it's not. Take a look. That's White Earp.
Well, who's scared of Earp? Here, get your rifle.
Hey, they ducked behind the rock.
We still gotta cross the clearing. Come on, let's get in the shack. We'll blast them from there.
You any good at climbing?
Fair.
You get up them rocks. Give you time to get around them. And you start firing into the house.
How much time?
Count to about 40.
Sheriff, where's Earp?
Don't let him get away.
Put it down, Tim.
Get him, boy!
Here. Plug at the hole.
Your brave sheriff run away, Earp.
That's exactly what he was supposed to do.
You think you're pretty tricky, don't you, Earp?
You're stupid. I could have killed you both.
Shotgun.
Wyatt.
Just a minute, Sheriff. Shotgun, put him in a cell, then get the doc.
Step right in, boys.
Just a moment, Sheriff. I think you ought to go try and find Judge Tobin. Tell him you evicted the Grogans.
Don't josh me. You took the Grogans. I ran away.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. First time. It's the second time that really counts.
Thanks, Marshal, but I've got to tell Elsa the truth.
Yeah, you should do that.
And you tell Judge Tobin.
Nope. Second time hasn't come up yet.
the bullets started coming too close, I slid down from that rock and ran. Marshal Earp took the Grogans all by himself.
Well, you got courage.
What?
You know, some men would have dreamed up an excuse or let Mr. Earp just cover for them. Dale, wait here a minute. This pistol needs oiling, and get the gun belt filled with some new cartridges.
That belonged to your dad. I couldn't.
Yes. Now take it and wear it.
Elsa, I'm going to resign, and I...
No, you aren't. Now, Mr. Earp told you the truth. It's the second time that counts, Dell. Dad had that coat worked over by Tully Gomez, a gunsmith down in San Antone. I remember he was bragging about the action was faster than a rattlesnake's tongue. Come on, put it on. Dell, listen to Mr. Earp. Hire yourself some experienced deputies and run a real sheriff's office.
Well, I'll sure try.
I know you will.
Tim! Lloyd! Rogan's ain't here, and they didn't finish the corral, so something must have happened. We'll wait here till Glasgow gets back from Dodge. Come on in, we'll find a lamp.
Well, the train must have been on time, huh? Mr. Magruder, Mr. Wade, good to see you. How was the trip?
Fine. How are you, Wyatt?
Just great.
You know, Wade, he hasn't gained a pound or aged a month, has he?
Oh, they must have been working you in Dodge. That's right, they sure have. Come on in. Take the weight off your feet and coffee up, huh?
Ain't you got any milk?
Well, that's very funny.
You know what me and Wade here's been trying to figure out, Wyatt, is why you're hiring deputies for the sheriff.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a long, long story. The county's getting awful wealthy. Sheriff Matthew will pay you $100 a month apiece, and your share of the fees.
Mm-hmm. It's good money.
Well, the pay's all right, but working for a greenhorn sheriff, he could get us killed, Marcy.
No, that's what I've been thinking.
Well, I forgot to tell you fellas that I signed on as his special deputy.
Oh?
You do his fighting?
No, he does that. I'm just kind of breaking him in. Can't expect a young fellow off a cattle spread to know anything about police work. Now, look, I'll guarantee you one thing. If the sheriff heads into a gunfight, I'll be there.
Fair enough.
All right. Now, you boys don't really need me, but that's the deal. Anything looks like a gunfight, there'll be the three of us together. Come on, I got your room over at the hotel.
Good.
Who is it? Glasgow.
Well, what happened?
Just like you figured, boss. A punk kid sheriff by the name of Matthew jailed the Grogans on eviction paper.
Eviction? Not cattle stealing?
No.
Well, we got to get Tim and Loy out of that jail.
No good, boss. It's Earp's jail. He let Sheriff Matthew use it for county prisoners.
Matthew? Del Matthew? I know about him. He's sweet on a rancher gal by the name of Jordan. It's Ethel, Elsa, is that it?
That's right. We run off some of their stock last fall.
Well, there's no sense in tangling with Earp. I got it. We'll grab the girl, and Matthew let the Grogans loose.
Now you're thinking, boss.
Have a drink.
Marshal! I just wanted to say thanks. Wade and Magruder look like real fine men.
They are. They're two of the best.
Mr. Earp, if it hadn't been for you and Elsa, I'd have quit like a yellow pup. Oh, this belonged to Elsa's dad. I just oiled it.
Yeah, very smooth. Mr. Jordan sure knew his guns.
I hope I never have to use it, but if I do, I will.
Now you're talking like a good peace officer. See you around, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
want.
Don't worry, Miss Jordan. You ain't gonna get hurt. Give us a half an hour start, then take the message to that sheriff.
Right.
Do you know abduction is a hanging offense?
Don't worry. Nobody's gonna hang. Get out.
Well, shall I shuffle these court orders or deal them out by turn?
Just deal them.
A horseman just went by. You want us to go after him?
No.
We're holding your girl at Wendy Rock. Bring the Grogans and we will trade. It's a rough country.
We better get her.
No, I'll handle this myself.
We'll still need her.
Well, we can't wait around here all day. You better show up pretty soon.
Oh, he'll be coming with Mr. Earp and a posse.
That spooky kid. You won't even tell her.
Hold it, Wyatt. I got a loose cinch.
He's got a few minutes head start. Hope he's got enough sense to wait.
You think he'd go alone?
He'll go, or he'll run. It's his second time up against bullets. Come on, let's push him.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, there's a dust cloud coming.
Let me up there. Looks like about 3 horses. Sheriff Matthey's traveling plenty fast for the Grogans.
Well, it can't be, Del, because he'd have a posse.
He's coming all right. That ain't the Grogans. That's Wyatt Earp and a couple of his deputies. Get ready for 'em, boys. When they come around that rock, blast them. Elspeth, get out of there, quick! Drop those guns!
Just sit right back there, Sheriff. You did some real fine shooting. Let me take a look at that leg. Yeah, that's not too bad. You'll be up and around that in a couple of weeks. You men bring those fellows over by these rocks.
Marshal, I'll never make a law officer.
Oh, now you did just fine, didn't he, Mr. Earp?
Yes, he sure did.
No, sir, I was afraid. Look, I've still got the shakes.
Sheriff, you stick out your hand and I'll stick out my hand. We'll match to see who's got the most shakes, huh? All right, get him on the horses.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Save your shells until they come at us.
Let's go down and get them before there's too many of them.
Old man Clanton's a bigger fool than I thought he was. Apaches and soldiers to deal with, and all he can think about is getting at us.
I've been waiting a long time to get Earp in a spot like this. We'll never have a better chance to kill him.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt's feud with Old Man Clanton and his cowboys had been a standoff at best. The Clantons controlled Cochise County, including its sheriff, John Behan. But Old Man Clanton, like most of his ilk, was corrupted by power. And in what is known as the Dice Box Canyon mystery, Old Man Clanton let his foot slip.
Marshal Earp to see Colonel Ingram.
Yes, sir. The colonel's expecting you.
Old Man Clanton has put a claim in for $7,000 as an Army beef supplier. Claims his last shipment to us was rustled by Apaches. If it's true, then he's entitled to his money, but I wouldn't believe Clanton under oath.
Sir, are there any Apaches in the Dragoon Mountains now?
One small band, led by young Geronimo.
Old Geronimo's son. He wouldn't steal Army beef, he knows better.
It's not likely, especially now with truce talks on. I think Clanton stole his own beef, but I can't pay or refuse his claim without proof. Yet if I, as the Army, ask young Geronimo and he's wrongly accused, then he'll hit the warpath, pronto.
I might be able to get away with it. But first, I'll have a talk with Emma Clanton.
The old man's daughter?
Yeah. We're not too friendly, but she does try to keep her old man out of serious trouble.
Well, if that fails, then we'll have to go to young Geronimo. But you tell her for me this trouble is more than serious. Clanton might lose his scalp.
Yes, sir.
Who is it?
Marshal Earp.
Did you bring Nellie Cashman along for chaperone?
Thank you for coming into town, Miss Emma.
All right. What's my father done now?
You accused some Apaches of rustling?
Is that all?
Well, these particular Apaches happen to follow young Geronimo. Here, take a look at this.
Where'd you get that?
From a dead rancher who had also accused Geronimo of stealing.
Well, my father didn't accuse Geronimo of anything.
Well, you better find out just what your father did do. You want your ranch raided by Apaches?
No, of course not.
Well, there isn't much time. You show this knife to your father. You remind him that Geronimo kills the men, makes the women slaves.
Have you been listening, Papa?
Yep.
Now, Mr. Earp doesn't waste any time on us. He meant every word.
Just trying to scare you.
I want the straight of it. Did the Apaches run off that herd?
No, sis, it didn't.
And you stole them yourself.
Only way I could get even with them soldiers at the fort. Been downgrading every beef I delivered. Government owes me $7,000.
Well, what about young Geronimo?
Well, nobody's gonna tell him what I said in my claim. Who'd carry such a tale to them Apaches, believing our worst enemy again me?
Mr. Earp has the Army with him, Papa. How can they pay you without investigating?
The Army, let them prove that the Apaches didn't run off that herd. They got my word that they did. That's all they need. I'm an honest rancher, sis. I pay my taxes. I don't hide my cattle in Mexico at appraisal time.
You just made a false claim, Papa.
Now, Em, I don't want no more talk about this. You get in that kitchen and see that we have dinner on time. There's plenty of homebody work to be done around here.
Yes, Papa.
And you stop talking to that Earp, too.
Well, you told me to keep on speaking terms with him to get information.
I don't care what I told you. It's what I tell you right now that counts. You hear me? No more talking to him.
Not unless I have to, and you cool off, Papa.
Any Indians in town?
Indians? Yeah, a few. Why?
You have to make a visit to young Geronimo. Army business.
Patches?
Yeah. You scout around, see if you can find us a guide to the Dragoon country.
Right.
I talked to Papa. He said the Apaches did steal his cattle, so he's entitled to that 7,000.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Emma, but I don't believe you, Father, and you can tell him I said so. What the Apaches do now is on his head, and you can tell him I said that, too.
I'm not telling him anything. I'm not even supposed to be speaking to you.
Well, you're speaking.
For the last time, Papa's right about you. You're just a pig-headed lawman.
Right in here. Come on in. His name's Low Dog, White. Says he can lead us to young Geronimo.
You Apache?
Uncle to young Geronimo. Half-brother Geronimo.
Show him that there coup stick, Low Dog.
Used to be a sub-chief, I see.
I found 20 gallons of fire water on his pack horse. Young Geronimo wouldn't trust just anybody to buy that much.
All right, Low Dog. I must speak to young Geronimo. Will you take us to your nephew?
$20.
Look, I could throw you in jail.
$20.
I'm afraid he's got us, White. Most of the fellers I talked to wouldn't go near an Apache camp for $1,000.
$20.
Very well, Low Dog. $20.
Good. Me go.
Where's young Geronimo's camp?
In the valley over a big climb. No see campfire yet.
Won't see no Apaches neither, White. They'll see us.
Young Geronimo, smart chief.
Who are these men?
Johnny Law from Tombstone. They catch me with whiskey.
Old fool. Why did they bring you here?
They say they must come talk to young Geronimo.
Very well.
You wait here, Mr. Gibson. Young Geronimo, I need your help to clear your name.
There is no cloud over the name of young Geronimo.
Old man Clanton told the Army you stole their beef.
That is lie.
I believe you, and so does Colonel Ingram at the fort. But the cattle are missing, so he needs proof.
Plenty cattle run wild. I do not steal beef. I kill Clanton. For this lie, Apache kill.
Low Dog tells me that you are a wise young chief.
That is so.
Then have your scouts locate that herd. Take it to the fort.
Why should I do that?
You will prove that Clanton lied and do more than clear young Geronimo's honor.
How more?
Well, if you prove that Clanton is a thief, you won't have to kill him.
Perhaps.
And I'll recommend that you get paid for delivering the herd.
You pay us for cattle?
It'll be a pleasure.
Good. We find cattle. What you call it? 100.
All right, lift him.
Try and gag him.
No more guard. Just these two, huh? All right, have your scouts start the herd towards the fort.
Why drive to fort? Why not steal cattle?
You gave word of honor.
That is so. Young Geronimo, not so wise. We keep word.
Indians rustled the dice box herd.
Indians?
Got the whole herd. Shot Ollie in the shoulder and cracked Denver's skull. Left them both tied up.
Well, you sure it was Indians, Ike?
Apache pony tracks all over.
Well, round up the boys, fast.
I'll learn them Apaches. If I have to take 100 men, I'll massacre the varmints.
Use your head, Papa.
You keep out in this, sis.
Do you want to go to prison?
Prison?
You can't fight the Apaches. If they don't get you, the Army will.
Them's my cattle.
No, they're not. You signed a statement swearing they'd been rustled.
Well, I can get them back, can't I?
Well, that would only prove to Colonel Ingram you'd been lying.
You give me my gun belt. Ain't nobody gonna raid my property.
All right. Go ahead. Tangle with young Geronimo. Get his father on the warpath, too. I've done all I can do to keep you out of trouble.
Well, what makes you think it's young Geronimo?
Well, you told the Army that he stole your cattle, didn't you?
Well, who told him I did?
Well, I don't know. Could have been Wyatt Earp or anybody.
Earp? Why, that's no good. Sidewinding Johnny Law. Trying to get us massacred.
He warned you.
That settles it. Lawman or not, I'm gonna...
Wyatt Earp is coming in the front yard with the whole army.
The army?
Detail, halt!
Just hold it, boys. No shooting at soldiers. Mr. Clanton, Colonel Ingram wants you at the fort. Huh. A lot of good that'll do.
You just had to stir up the Apaches against us, didn't you?
It's an even choice between the Apaches and the Clantons, Miss Emma.
Get on your horse, Clanton.
All right, Finn. Round up the rest of the boys. John Law ain't heard the last of this.
Detail, about, ho!
Get Earp and Gibbs on their way back to Tombstone after they turn Papa loose. They won't have the Army with them then.
Yeah, and I know the perfect spot.
Mr. Clanton, Chief Geronimo delivered your steers to us at the request of Marshal Earp. They weighed out at $7,000, the amount of your claim for them.
Told you he stole them.
Marshal Earp, Where did you and Deputy Gibbs find the Clanton herd?
At Dicebox Canyon, on his spread.
Mr. Clanton, it seems that you're a thief as well as a liar. But since you haven't collected the money from the government, the charges of fraud may be dropped.
Just pay me my money. I'm getting out of here.
Not yet, sir. There's a matter here of falsely accusing Chief Geronimo and inciting Apaches to war. That is a felony.
I called him a rustler. He is a rustler. He stole them.
He didn't rustle your stock. You did that yourself. He'd have hardly left him on your land if he had. Marshal Earp, have you discussed this with Chief Geronimo?
Yes, sir, I have. He will not seek retribution for the dishonor to his name.
Is that your word, Chief Geronimo?
It is my word.
Colonel Ingram, I recommend that young Geronimo and his scouts be paid for their services. They worked very hard to drive that beef in here.
Excellent idea, Marshal. The 7,000 should be divided. Half to Mr. Clanton and half to Chief Geronimo for the trail drive and to compensate for slandering his name.
Who ever heard of slandering an Apache?
Easy now, easy.
Young Geronimo is an honored chief. Now, would you rather answer charges in a federal court?
No. But this is plain robbery.
That'll do, sir. The chief shall be paid 3,500. Marshal Earp, will you please escort Chief Geronimo to the quartermaster?
It is justice, Colonel. I thank you. Mr. Clanton is lucky man. He still has his scalp. He should watch his tongue.
Mr. Clanton, if anything happens to Marshal Earp, I'll lead a column to your ranch myself. Here's your money. Think it over.
You forget my $20?
I'm sorry, Lou Dog. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My nephew. We ride with Mr. Earp and Mr. Gibbs towards Tombstone.
Yes. There is angry man and bad trail.
Yeah, we sure would appreciate a few more guns.
No. I don't want you and your braves fighting Clanton. Thank you just the same.
He is right. But if you are killed, I will avenge you, my friend.
Thanks.
Avenging me and Roscoe ain't gonna be a heap of satisfaction to us.
What do you want me to do? Ask the colonel for an escort?
Why, of course not. That'd be humiliating.
Well, just cheer up, Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah? Why?
Old man Clanton's pride is stung, but he isn't ready to bushwhack Johnny Laws just now. He'd have young Geronimo and the Army after him.
You hear that, Roscoe? A few days after we're dead, all them Clantons is gonna be dead, too. I'm sure Roscoe's a lot happier now.
Will you stop jabbering and get on his back? Now, the trail I picked has only got one spot where they can ambush us. If it's gonna happen, I want it to happen before dark. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, this looks like the spot. Come on. Come on, put the horses away. Now, they have to come around that bend in the fort. And when they do, we'll take them.
Not too many of them.
This trail goes downhill. They'll see us. This what you figured on?
Yeah. To make our fight here.
Papa. Yeah. Well, this is a real nice spot.
How do you figure our chances?
About 50-50 if I haven't made a big mistake.
Well, maybe they won't come up here after us.
Let's hope not.
Roscoe, Ezra!
Hey, Papa, that's Gibbs' mule.
Loudmouth mule.
Right up there, Papa. Let's go get him. Hush up, Ike. I'm studying this. Go get some more men. Now, we'll pin them down until they get here. And then we'll circle.
Stop him, Wyatt.
No, I'd have to kill him.
Well, ain't it about time?
Not yet.
Now, let's really pin them down.
Save your shells until they come at us.
Let's go down and get them before there's too many of them.
Old man Clanton's a bigger fool than I thought he was. Apaches and soldiers to deal with, and all he can think about is getting at us.
Two men trying to flank us on the left over there, White.
I see him. Here goes.
Right up there, boys. Pour it on them.
I'm gonna cut loose.
Oh, wait. Let him rush us.
There goes one to the other side over there.
All right, take him.
It's the Army.
Fire, boys. Boy, them soldiers. Mount up. Let's go.
Well, that was sure a close one, wasn't it?
Too close. They were late.
Who was?
The Army. I wasn't sure they'd hear the shooting.
You mean you had that figured out all the time?
Well, I hoped it would work out that way.
Well, I'd sure appreciate you letting me in on these things. I got too much gray hair as 'tis.
Makes you look more distinguished, Mr. Gibbs. Now, let's go down and thank the boys, huh?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Dr. George Goodfellow was a Civil War surgeon and a leading citizen of Tombstone. Unfortunately for Wyatt, the doctor was a man of medicine first and a law enforcer second. Although his code and Wyatt's seldom clashed, there was one time when they did.
Doctor? Tinkham Brown and his men are wanted for a mail robbery. You know him?
Yes, I know him.
He ever been a patient of yours?
Oh, probably.
Now, Tinkham or one of his men were hit during the holdup of that stage. Now, if the man was hurt bad enough, he may send for you.
I'm the only surgeon within 50 miles. He probably will.
I don't suppose that if he does send for you, that you'd tell me about it, would you?
Wyatt, you know medical ethics. You know that I honor them. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't. That's beside the point. The day may come when a doctor's forced to reveal information about his patients, but my code forbids it now.
I know that. But my code has rules, too. Now, if they do send for you, I'm going to have to trail you.
You're an officer of the law. That's your duty. My duty is to help sick people.
Tinkham Brown's got a pretty rough bunch of boys. He may think that you told me to follow you.
Wyatt, it's late. I want to finish these case histories with your mind clearing out.
All right. You, realize that you could be killed?
I lived through the Civil War. Could have been killed in a dozen battles. And 50 times since.
Doc's coming, boss.
Anyone on his trail?
Just him and Swanee.
I knew I could trust the doc.
him around. Talk right out, Doc.
The bullet went through your chest, lodged against your spine.
All right. Take it out.
I'm not that good a surgeon.
You're the best there is, Doc.
Nah, just talk. What do you know about surgery? From the paralysis in your legs, I'd say that the bullet's pressing on the spinal cord. If I go in there, one slip of the knife could kill you.
Then there'd be a slip of the trigger, Doc.
Put that thing away.
Doc's my friend, Swanee. You know I got no choice, Doc. Man might as well be dead as paralyzed.
Well, I've told you part of the truth. Now I'm going to tell you the rest of it. Wyatt Earp talked to me about you last night. I think he's followed me here.
That John Law.
That's all right, boss. We'll take care of him.
You'll do nothing of the kind. Now, just a minute. I'm going to need Earp for this. If he's brought Holiday, I can use him, too.
But the operating? They wouldn't help me, Doc.
And they ain't gonna arrest us.
It's your only hope. Now, it's my job to save your life. Earp doesn't want you dead. You'd be no use to him that way. Now, do you want me to talk to him? Or do you want to finish up like a dog with a broken back?
You mean this one's on the house? No shooting on either side?
That's what I mean.
All right. See what you can do, Doc. You boys do what he tells you.
Over the ridge up there, White. We're gonna have to leave these horses down here and walk up, else they'll hear us.
No, I don't want to go up there yet. Wait until Dr. Goodfellow leaves. I don't want him catching a bullet for his trouble.
Maybe they done already killed Goodfeller.
Serve 'em right if they had. It's foolish that he'd have such a regard for Hoolham's life. I always figured him to be a coal man.
I've heard people say that you're the one that's heartless, Doc.
I am.
That ain't the way them Texas folks tell it. They tell me you rode 100 miles once to operate on a man's jawbone.
I was to win a bet. The man had such a bad necrosis, and the local MD backed out, and the bets were so high that somebody's coming.
That's the doctor.
Hello, Wyatt. Are you steady? Hold out your hand.
My hand's as steady as yours. Did your patient die?
No. But it's a difficult situation. I have to explain. Brown's agreed to a truce. The bullet's lodged against the spine, but there may be a chance with Holiday to hold retractors and you, Wyatt, to manage the ether. Well, we better get on up there.
Doctor?
Yeah?
What happens afterward?
Oh, they go on to a new camp and you start hunting them again.
We ought to take them right now.
Nonsense. Brown's in bad shape. You passing out the death sentence for mail robbery these days, Wyatt?
No, sir. What do you think, Doc?
The operation sounds interesting. But you better not let Wells Fargo know you agreed to anything like this.
Gentlemen, every minute counts. Walk along with me, Holiday, so I can explain what I'm going to do.
Come on.
There's the bullet.
Yes. How's the pulse?
Pretty good.
Well, we'll pull the slug. Use a clean sponge, Holiday. Be ready with the clamp. There it is.
Is he gonna make it, Doc?
Can't tell for a couple of days. Keep him right where he is. Give him laudanum to keep him quiet. If he starts fever, send for me.
What about Earp?
The marshal agreed to a truce. He'll keep it.
That's right.
For how long?
Until Dr. Goodfellow says he can travel. And if you boys don't come into Tombstone, I'm going to come after you again.
You'll come in if you got any sense.
Oh, quit the gab. Mr. Brown is my patient. After he recovers or dies, I have no further interest in the matter. It's up to him to decide, if he lives, whether or not he wants to remain a fugitive. You did a pretty good job, Holiday.
I wish they'd let us take him up to the hospital so you can keep your eye on it.
Oh, no. No, you Johnny Laws are going to push along.
Holster that gun. I said I don't want him moved at all, not even to the hospital. I don't expect you to thank Marshal Earp for what he's done. But if there's any more of this behavior, I'll not see Brown again. Come along, Wyatt.
There you are, Doc.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Will Brown make it?
Well, he has a chance.
Wells Fargo says that he got away with $15,000 in that mail robbery.
Probably. Good surgical problem. I learned quite a bit. Yes, sir, quite a bit. See you later, Wyatt.
Wyatt, they ain't gonna stick with Tinkham. If it was me, I'd go back and get some more boys, come up here and smoke them out.
I can't do that. Not yet.
Gibbs, you got the soul of a bloodhound. While surgical history is being made, all you can think of is capturing those mail robbers.
Hey, Doc. Is that operation that unusual?
This good fella's a genius. Well, that bullet was impinged on his spinal column with bone splinters all around. If Brown lives, Johns Hopkins should publish a paper on it.
Huh. Well, a lot of good that'll do with Wyatt trying to explain this here to Wells Fargo.
Let's stop jawing about it. Get back to town.
You lost him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Tinkham Brown was wounded. The gang sent for Dr. Goodfellow.
Didn't you tail him?
Yes, sir, we tailed him. Doctor had to operate in order to save his life.
Why didn't you pick up the others?
Because Dr. Goodfellow pledged us to a truce. We had to help with the surgery.
A truce with mail robbers? Oh, now, Wyatt. I'll round up a posse.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Thacker. This is a personal thing with me. When Dr. Goodfellow told me how bad Brown was hit, I just couldn't sentence a man to death. I'm not the judge and jury, you know.
All right, Wyatt. But we've got the job to finish. Just tell me where Brown is. We'll pick him up.
I can't do that either.
Why not?
Because Dr. Goodfellow's a friend of mine. Brown is his patient. The way the doctor sees it, I had to trail him. You know, that was my job. But I'd be violating his medical ethics if I sent a posse out there after Brown before he was well enough to travel.
Medical ethics? Tinkham Brown is a hoodlum. Do you realize what San Francisco would do if I sent this report in?
Look, I don't belong to Wells Fargo.
You're a deputy United States Marshal. It was your duty.
And I'll get Brown and his men, I promise you that.
When?
As soon as Dr. Goodfellow discharges him. A week or so.
Does Dr. Goodfellow realize that he's risking his life fooling around with a bunch of outlaws?
Yeah, he realizes it. He takes a chance in his life every time he goes out on the trail to help a sick cowboy.
Are you keeping a guard on him?
Day and night.
All right, Wyatt. I won't report to San Francisco yet.
Thank you. I'll, see if I can get a bulletin from Doc. See you later.
How you feeling, boss?
Rocky. But I can move my legs a little.
Doc Goodfellow says you should lay still.
Earp and his crowd, are you sure they left?
Swanee tailed him halfway back to Tombstone.
I don't trust Earp. We gotta move from here. Deeper into the mountains.
Sure, in 3 days, Doc said.
Not 3 days, tonight.
Doc said 3 days if you ain't got no fever.
It ain't Doc's business. You pack me on a horse stretcher and we'll go.
Hey, Swanee, come over here and talk some sense to the boss. He wants to move.
You must be out of your mind, Tinkham. That bullet almost broke your backbone. I saw it.
Doc taking the bullet out, didn't he?
Yes, but...
Quit arguing. I know how I feel. I don't aim to spend 10 years in federal prison.
All right, you take it easy. I'll ride into town if the doc says it's all right.
No, we're moving at sundown. I got a hunch, boys. I smell Wyatt Earp and a posse.
Well, it's your backbone. You can take it, I guess we can.
What? One of them Tinkham Brown men just come for Doc Goodfellow.
Has the doc left yet?
No, he's still got some patients to see.
Where's the Tinkham man?
Sitting on the front porch.
All right, I'll try and sneak around the back way. Have a little talk with Dr. Goodfellow. Evening, Doctor.
Well, you have quite a spy system.
Mr. Gibbs said that he saw one of the Tinkham Brown boys out front.
Brown started the fever. I'll have to go.
What if he dies? They'll blame you for it.
Oh, I've been blamed before.
Real bad bunch, Doctor.
I'm not interested in their morals. Brown's feverish, post-surgical. If his name was Smith, I'd still go.
No, I don't like it. I'm sorry, Doctor, but I'll have to trail you again.
That could really get me in trouble, you know.
Doctor, I played it your way this morning. Now, Brown had his chance. If something does go wrong, you'll be much safer if you have guns covering you.
I will consider it unwarranted interference.
Just the same, you may need help. We'll try to be there.
You move.
What's his idea, Doc?
The man disobeyed my orders. I'm off the case.
No, he ain't. Throw that gun away. You won't need it.
Brown's a fool. Didn't you tell him he wasn't to be moved?
Yeah, but he's the boss.
In a matter of medicine, I'm the boss. Doctor's orders are to be followed absolutely.
Keep your shirt on, Doc. We got quite a ride up the mountain. Move.
No light up there. Something wrong.
You reckon they've moved Tinkham?
If they dead, he's dead or dying.
Well, there's one way to find out. Come on. Dr. Goodfellow's gun. It'll be daylight. Soon we'll trail him. Here.
My legs feel numb, Doc.
Well, why shouldn't they? I left strict orders you weren't to be moved.
I had to. I was scared of her, Doc.
You don't trust anyone. Here, swallow some of this.
What is it?
Whiskey. Now drink it.
You reckon Tinkham's gonna make it?
I don't know. Both his legs are paralyzed. Where's the money?
He's laying on it.
I'm gonna find out how bad he really is.
Looks like they circle around those rocks. One up there.
Yeah. Cave country, what?
Sometimes there's a back way in. Let's tie off. Bring that canteen.
Done for, ain't I, Doc?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Have you lived for another 30 years?
You docs, you always play it close. But that numb feeling, it's come up higher.
Now, don't try to talk. I'm going to pinch your belly. If you feel it, nod.
You tell the boys he ain't gonna pull through. We're getting out.
Doc, my gun. Take it. I'm laying on the money, Doc. Pay yourself off.
Thank you, no.
Look, Doc, we know he ain't gonna make it. Now you stand back.
Leave him alone!
Watch out, Swanee! Take it! All right, Doc?
Yeah, I'm all right, why? Swanee broke his spinal cord trying to get at the money.
Where do you keep this money hidden?
He was lying on it. Now, come on, Holiday. More work to do.
What do you mean, work?
Well, you didn't kill them all, did you? Bring the kit, will you, Holiday?
All right.
There. That should do it for now. Interesting gunshot wounds, all of them.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to let nature take its course, would you, Doctor?
No, Holiday, I wouldn't. Wyatt, send in the Tombstone for a wagon. I'll do my surgery at the hospital.
All right, sir. I'll send Mr. Gibbs.
I couldn't save Brown. He wouldn't obey orders. All that jarring around when they moved him. But I think I can save the one I had to shoot.
What for? So they can serve 10 years in prison?
No, Holiday, for what I can learn. Now, there's another challenging case. 45 slug through the left lumbar. I managed to plug the points of entrance and exit just in time.
Dr. Goodfellow?
Yeah?
Mr. Thacker thinks we ought to go after those two men that got away. I can't spare Gibbs.
Can't spare? Wyatt, I've got 4 patients in need of surgery. What are 2 escaped hoodlums compared to getting these men hospitalized as soon as possible? Their lives ought to be your concern, and Thacker's, too.
All right, I'll send Mr. Gibbs in after the wagon. Well, Doc, you better stay here in case Dr. Goodfellow needs you. You look like you can use some rest.
Yes, Wyatt. I'm a mite tired. A mite tired.
Marshal.
Yes, sir?
I suppose you think I handled the whole affair badly.
No, sir, you did your job and I did mine. Next time, don't you count on help coming in the nick of time. I just may be on the wrong side of the mountain.
But you do see my position, don't you?
Dr. Goodfellow, nobody understands a surgeon except another surgeon. All the hoodlums dead and wounded aren't worth the life that you risked. But you'll go on risking it. And I wish you luck.
Well, up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন, এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের লাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Bye bye. Nhà đi đâu qua. Rồi, phải đùa của ba kiếm tiền 36,80 triệu. Tăng 8 80 triệu để quay 10 lần của chiến sĩ sinh hoạt kia. Của đây sinh cũng căng ấy. Của 37 ca lân rồi đấy. Ui, thua. Tận đại. Xong rồi bà quay 36 bờ cái bước lại nha. Hả? Không perfect. Sự buồn đấy. Đó, đi. Đây, tốt rồi. Tốt rồi. Tốt rồi. Chít này. Ui không đấu à? Động rất là mở trung tàu. Rồi 2 lần có tới gì? 3 lần có tới gì? 4 lần 5 lần 22 tiền sắp đợt nước màu này 39 tỷ năng lượng dấu hải ở đây ạ theo 1 tỷ năng lượng dấu nhỉ cái gì vậy chỉ cần nói nha tỷ năng lượng mà nó nên nhớ lượng vãi cái kiếm uy lực Ui bây giờ hút
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Quà sinh nhật là trai quý nhở, mua được mà mình thu hàng này mà may sang này vậy. Ok, đấy, lại vào để đã tự di chuyển, là thể di chuyển, là thể chỉnh hai bên là xong. Đinh không phải, Đinh không phải, Đinh không thấy ơi, Đinh không thấy ơi, Đinh không thấy ơi, Đinh không thấy ơi, ai á, chôn tao. Mà là lưng 50 m. Nhanh lên tao. Từ từ rồi. Mặc thêm 7 đẹp. Chuẩn không nhỉ? Bài sự nhét đấy. Đây là biệt. Dậy gì hay à, mảnh rất nhiều mảnh nha, rất nhiều mảnh nha. Cung luôn mà thôi, xin cái mảnh lấy đồ chỗ ăn vậy. Thêm cái giáp máu nữa, khiếp, mấy cái mảnh cũng hết sạch mà. Nếu mày còn lại mày cho nhau, mày cho anh không, đừng chết nữa. Thằng Vũ vẫn đang nằm mà Dương. Chết đài, mày không anh em mà thằng kia bây giờ có quỷ quá. Nhiều đi quát à? Ai à? 200 lap không? 200 lap. 200 lap. 95 à? 195 lap à? Tính 200 lap đây. Wow. À đúng rồi. Nhầm. Yes. 65. Thì cần chân phải hả? Thế à, không cần chân phải được, ấn cái mũi tên đấy, 2 mũi tên là được. Quỷ cái lợn. Chẳng biết mà. Đó là 200 củ cá, 220 củ. Chơi nhiều ấy. Bạn nói em rồi. Em biết. Mình biết mà. À. Hóa rất khổng lồ à? Lãi khổng lồ à? À, món. Hả? Cái thằng này cần thắng tao ấy. Tao lắp thêm cái áo choàng bóng túi cho anh Khang Dích 2 đây là thắng. Kinh à? Kinh đấy. đã bán tôi nghe rồi. Thằng cầm tôi nghe nhỉ. Thằng vừa đánh hát hán để nghe đéo đây tử thần à. Hay là mày nó tử đéo đấy. Đây là xin ra. Đây nó lên đồ gì nhỉ? Quên rồi. Đây nó lên đồ bạc gì nhỉ? Đấy xem loại vàng là ra đấu hoặc là loại tinh thần. Ám. Ra ly xin rồi anh, để xem đấu rồi. Để xem ra loại xong đấu dài hơi nó xong. Được chưa? Đó. Nhưng mà cơm tù thằng Cường nhìn ngon đét mà, Cường ngon đét. Đây. Đó. Cơm nhìn đét với quyết cơm của tao chỉ rách hơn nhiều. Cơm của tao chỉ rác hơn nhiều. Anh thì cơm rác rưởi và cơm mới còn cho cái thuốc B1 còn cho đỡ đi gì ấy em. Đó, cho một canh ấy. Đéo gì. Đó cho anh cái B1 một canh, đéo gì ở luật thề, một gì ấy. Đéo gì ở luật thề. Ai à? Tô dích dạ. Đúng rồi. Thôi anh tử thần. Yeah. Wow. Thôi anh phải đánh hắc áo rồi. Thôi nhá, đi xin đúng nhá. Bye bye. Lắm đi xin. Phải chưa? Phải chưa? Tôi mua. Tôi quên rồi con. Còn tiền không vậy? Nó còn tiền không vậy? Nhưng mà nó còn tiền không? Ai. Kinh à, nó kinh à. Dương ơi, mặc áo thì mình làm mấy cái bị dính cam ấy. Cả đóng thì đóng cửa bật điều hòa đi. Còn ngày hôm qua Dương bật, hôm qua Dương nó bật điều hòa đi ngủ, xong rồi cả tháng rồi tắt mà. Đây là một cái demo an xịn hơn, hoặc là trong một vài vòng tiếp theo thêm vàng à. Gấp đôi là tất cả lợi tức là 10. Tôi nhớ nhận được con khá xích về chung đúng không? Bye bye, map này. Map này quá lâu rồi. Bác mua map này. Map cuối cho nó farm. Roblox thì sẽ có những con gì? Thứ nhất là sẽ có cao cường, quan hệ rất là đặc biệt. Yes. Được. Nếu đánh được đeo chém vào cái kia. Ta cái block 7 sắc vọng ra cả kim cương ấy. Dạy cho giờ block nói tiếng Việt đẳng cấp tiếng Anh. Yes, chắc là bọn nó cài những sắc. Sudah silat kìa. Sudah silat trực kiếm mũ kìa. Mất rồi. Lấy đéo. Một cái huyết kiếm nữa. Cái bé zone à, cái bé zone sử dụng kinh ấy. Mảnh giáp đéo anh nhặt. Cái bé zone đéo anh thầm nhặt, đéo hiểu. Và thành xin. Vâng rồi. Bao giờ nó mới sẽ ra hàng sáng. Yeah. 12 ạ. Bây giờ 4 giờ bắt đầu đi. 4 giờ anh tắt xong anh đi. 3 tiếng, quay được 3 tiếng. Giờ có về quê ở đâu? Giờ ở quê thành hóa thành xác chết anh chịu. Anh vào bao, anh bị nhét vào bao anh thua đấy. Đóng lắp bàn tài gì. Dạ viết nhưng mà dấu rick 2. Nhà em béo ở trên thành phố à? Yeah. Về rồi. Nhớ được rồi, thua rồi. Cầm lâu quá. Cầm ai nữa đùng. Bao nhiêu à? 22 mở lấy từng khác. Nóng quá. Con mèo ở phòng của nhà.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।